Good morning. Welcome to my work from home vlog. I'm Mercedes Michelle. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. And if you're returning, as always, welcome back. I consider myself a lifestyle content creator, but I'm really just sharing my real everyday life. So this morning, getting started at work, I'm just checking my emails because this was a Monday, and you know how that goes. Just playing catch up, seeing if I missed anything, if any records came in over the weekend. I'm pretty much at this desk for the most part of my day, doing my reports, reviewing paperwork. A lot of it is electronically. Sometimes I do have physical paperwork that I have to review, but for the most part, I'm just sitting on this laptop. Most people work on a dual screen, which I should be, but I typically like to make my life a little harder. I don't know why.
Let me get real clear about what it is I'm putting out. Real clear. So, I read a book about 1989 called Seed of the Soul. And in that book, Gary Zukav talked about the laws of karma, of the laws of cause and effect, the third law of motion. And in that book, he talked about how your intention is always one with the law. Meaning, before you even think about a thing, you have an intention for the thing. And that the intention with which you serve determines the outcome. So when I figured that out, I went, whoa! I changed everything I did on my show. I called in the producers and I said, from this day forward, I will no longer be speaking to the KKK. I will no longer be speaking to people who are fighting each other in a way that it is damaging to the character of myself and other people who watch. From this day forward, I'm only going to do intentional television. So it is my intention to fulfill the dream of the Creator. It is my intention.
Hey guys, so I have made my way into the living kitchen area. I try to work in my office, but what they got going on? I try to work in my office, but sometimes I get bored being in there and I feel like I'm closed in, and coming in my living room is just more airy, more lighting, and the refrigerator is right there so I can go get me a snack whenever I want. I am still working for the day. It's been a tough morning for me, just like being emotional about where I am in life. I have a 9-to-5, which I'm grateful, don't get me wrong. I'm sitting with myself because this job allows me to do the things that I need to do, but it does not pay me enough to sustain this life that I'm living. And not because it didn't in the beginning, it's just because more bills have come. Not even more bills, but just like bills are increasing and the pay is not increasing. So you're going to be stuck at this job and you're not going to be able to survive. And right now, I feel like I'm in survival mode. As someone who does not mind working a 9-to-5, I think that I will always work a 9-to-5 just because I always want to have the benefits, the income, the stability. Someone who does not mind working a 9-to-5, but also wants to do something else part-time that's going to bring me in some income. I have this mind frame where I feel like I cannot give my current job my all because it's not providing me with the basic necessities that I need to survive. And I hope that makes sense. I want to do this job, but I know this job has me in survival mode and it's hard to show up as my best. I have to show up because they're paying me, right? But it's hard for me to show up as my best when I know that this job is not providing me the basic necessities to survive. I'm having to rob Peter to pay Paul these days. I'm making horrible financial decisions, and that's part my fault, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. If I can be honest, I'm 32, about to be 33, and this is the most loss I have felt in a very, very long time. I feel lost. Because on paper, I did everything right. On paper. But in reality, I am struggling. As somebody who worked 2 jobs for a good amount of time, as someone who went to school, got the degrees, got into corporate America, bought the house, did everything that you're supposed to do in this society, follow the laws, don't get into trouble, don't be out here wilding, just being faithful and walking with Christ. Not perfect by any means, but really trying their best to do the right thing and still falling short. It's kind of like a slap in the face. Like, you can do everything by the book and still be left with the shorter end of the stick. You could still be left in hardship, despair, survival mode. So it's like, okay, well, stop being lazy. Go get a second job. Go make some money. You see all these people making money online and you're not making any money. Like, you're the problem. And I'm so hard on myself because it's like, well, I tried to make money online. I've been doing YouTube for 10 years and it hasn't paid off. What more do you want me to do? All right, guys, so I am clocking out for lunch now. It is 2:31. Taking a late lunch. I started the day late. I typically start my days at 10 during the school year because I want to be able to take my daughter to school, drop her off at school in the morning. So I typically like to start my day a little later. Also, I found that because I work with a lot of owners, they typically start their days after 12 p.m. So it just makes it easier to get in contact with them if I need to. So I usually work late. So I work 10 to 7 most days. But now that it's summer, I'm thinking about doing 8 to 5, 9 to 6 or something. I don't know. I feel like I work better in the later hours than opposed to the mornings because I feel like I can get more done in the morning. I don't know, just my personal preference. And I typically have my phone in airplane mode, and I just realized I didn't turn it off for lunch. So that way, because we do have a phone app with my job, so all my calls come through on airplane mode for my job, but like no personal calls or anything come through. So I just clocked out for lunch and I'm just gonna have leftovers. I made chili cheese dogs yesterday, and that's what I'm gonna eat for lunch. I'm sad to admit this is my first water of the day. I really need to improve my water intake. It is like so bad, but I barely drink fluids, which is not good, y'all. It's not good. But I forgot to take my prenatal No, I'm not pregnant. But because I have a mom brain still 12 years later, I have to have one pill that can give me as many nutrients as possible, opposed to taking a million different pills, because I will not take them. Life hack. But what was I about to do? I am about to upload a video to YouTube for the rest of my lunch. I already edited it. I just have to upload it, make the title, and do the hashtags and all that. And then I'll be clocking back in from lunch. I didn't get a chance to go out in the garden because it was raining. Now the sun's out. Texas for you, Texas for you. However, when I get off work, I think I'm gonna go in the garden because I have so much stuff I need to harvest. I forgot that I washed my sheets this morning and I left them in the washer. Should I just go ahead and wash them again? Oh, they smell good. I forgot about it. So my analytics are so bad, but we're trying to be consistent here. Going to upload a room makeover that I did for Malaya's room now, and we're gonna set up the title.